And listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movies.
It's time to question what you guys are doing with your life if you're sitting here watching me build the Beverly Hillbillies truck. The only thing I'm really missing is I would have preferred to have Granny up on the back, but I put her chair up there. You'll see here towards the end. In real life, this took about, in real life, is this the real life? It took me about, I think, 45 minutes. That's what the actual length of this video is. Sped it up 8 times, and it brings it in just in a little over 5 minutes, I believe. But, yeah. Not too much, random inspiration, just kind of feeling goofy this weekend. If you haven't checked, I kind of did like an outer space kind of nightclub this weekend as well, the Galaxy Club, kind of like an underwater nightclub. So go check that out if you guys get a chance. And that kind of just set the tone for the weirdness of the weekend. And you know, after we get done with this too, we'll slow it down a little bit, and I'll get in there and actually show you a little more of the details and what I got going on. But yeah, more so than the show, probably one of my favorite Beverly Hillbillies features is actually that movie that they made, like, I believe in the mid-90s, maybe I don't know, probably mid-90s, that one that came out. That was my favorite one. It's just really kind of good, just, you know, good times, early mid-90s, when I was growing up. I was just a little fella, but anyways, yeah, I have actually started a pretty neat car collection. I'm pretty sure most of them, I just put the Back to the Future car on there, and that's why you see it in the background. Did some finishing up on it and put it on the workshop today. The Hillbilly wagon here is on the workshop now, so you guys go on there and check that out. Maybe when we slow it down here in a minute and we actually we switch back to real time, maybe I'll pop some of the cars out and show you what I've got going on. And if you have any projects where you need them, or if you need a vehicle or some kind of goofy car like this, find me on the workshop, because I've got a pretty good bid on there now. The only thing I really need to go back and redo though is I made a Batmobile, and I may show it to you on this video just so you can get the size of scale. Or the size of scale. I made it way too small because I didn't really use any referencing beside it. Kind of like I did with this car. I used the DeLorean to kind of help me scale it. And that's why I kind of like, when I build a new car, I like to have another car over off to the side when I first start, so I can just, you know, really try to hit that scale right. So yeah, I don't know what, you know, I think this would be pretty useful for you guys if you were like maybe doing some kind of rustic ride, or if you had some kind of, you know, just any kind of hillbilly, wilderness, mountain adventure, you know, Trader's Village type thing. I think you could use it, put it out in front of the store, or put it somewhere in the ride queue. And if you do end up using it, send me a message, because I love it when you guys use my stuff and I see it in your videos. That's like the biggest compliment to me, is if you guys take the time to actually go to my workshop, and if you think something I have created is good enough to feature in one of your videos or use in your park. So love hearing from you guys when that type of stuff happens. So anyways, yeah, I'm pretty much almost finished up with the truck at this point, putting all their luggage and all their, all of their belongings and stuff in it, getting this back tire put on. But we'll jump out of here in a minute and slow it down, and I'll let you get up real close and just kind of see some of the details I put in it, and what I think is goofy and fun about these type of builds. And sometimes these type of builds, doing these weird vehicles, are actually funner than me actually doing buildings and rides. So anyways, yeah, let's jump out of here real quick. We'll slow this down. I'll take you to the Clampett residence here that I've kind of commandeered, and we'll show you the truck a little bit. So hold on one sec. And first, I got to give a shout out to Mac Bar. This is actually his log cabin. I've used it before. Did a really, really awesome job on that. I love how he did that cabin. So I thought that would go good with the hillbilly with the hillbilly truck here. So yeah, shout out to Mac Bar. And yeah, so this is it, guys. I've just one of those old school type of trucks. Tried to put all of their luggage and everything they would pack, and they definitely didn't believe in leaving anything behind. So I tried to, stick anything in this truck I could, and got Granny's seat up there. Like I said, my one regret was not being able to have a Granny to put up there. But yeah, so this is it. I've got the horn, got the lights, got the kind of the fake grill. I probably should have tried to do a little bit better on that grill up there, but it is what it is. I think, like I mentioned before, I think you guys will be able to use this if you have any type of rustic or mountainous, any kind of themed ride like that. You could use it in your queue. I think this could be used more so than just like being a gag build for me. So yeah, just jump on there and download it, go to my Steam workshop, and see if you could make it work. And I'll jump out here in a minute, and let's go ahead. I might as well just show you some of my cars that I've done, so in case you've never seen the features on them, or maybe if I haven't actually did a time lapse on them, you might find one that catches your attention, kind of just like the DeLorean right now from Back to the Future. So we'll drag this back over here and take a look at this. I didn't do 100% on it. Like it was kind of a tough build. I think I've got the gist of it to where if you use it in one of your parks or you use it on one of your rides, the main deal was people are instantly going to know what it is. So I did get it close enough to that. Did get some feedback. Some people were saying, they're like, oh man, you probably should have went ahead and just closed the doors and built it like that. But I think these Lamborghini style type doors, I think it just really helps tell the story of the car. So I didn't want to have the doors shut, even though they do look kind of crappy the way I had to do them. I like the way it makes the whole car look, and so I just ran with it. Next car I want to show you here is the Ectomobile, the Ecto 1. Actually, from the Ghostbusters film. Really happy with how this turned out. I don't believe I ever recorded the time lapse of building this. I may have, but I don't remember putting it on my channel, and I don't actually remember recording this because I actually built this thing for Adventure Point, but really happy with how it turned out. If you guys end up using this, or if you make a Ghostbuster ride or something, like I mentioned, send me a note. I would love to come check it out. That's like the biggest compliment to me if I see that you guys have went, or if somebody has went to my workshop and actually are using some of my pieces in their rides. I love that. So yeah, just send me a note if you use it. I would love to come check it out, and yeah, so got Ghostbusters, Beverly Hillbillies, Back to the Future. I may have mentioned it before. I show you the Batmobile here in a minute, and definitely kind of disappointed with how the Batmobile come out, just because of the scale. I totally messed. Oh, actually, first, yeah, here I'll show you the my Mad Max war rig. It's on the workshop right now. So if any of you guys are doing any kind of apocalyptic or Mad Max types rides or coasters, I've got you a war rig set up here. Really fun build. Got the saw on the front, the skulls, got the metal plating, the flamethrower in the back. So real fun build. Got you a semi going for any of your Mad Max needs. And yeah, so there's that. All of these 4 vehicles you see are actively on the workshop right now. Oops. Whoops. I almost plopped down. Mufuti's apocalyptic set, I believe. If you haven't seen, I got my plane on there. I know you guys are familiar with it. Really time for me to go back and probably do a new plane now, especially since I've gotten a lot more practice in and I'm getting better at what pieces go together better. And yeah, so probably time for me to do a new plane. I think the last plane I did was for the Waterworld Stadium, probably. And that was just a little prop plane that was I put together real fast, was kind of crappy. So, yeah, I need to get you guys another plane out. But I believe right here in a second. Sorry, I recorded this earlier, and I'm doing the voiceover for it right now. I didn't get to voice over it in real time. Yeah, the Batmobile. You can see, I mean, the level of badassery is possible with this. I just made it way too small. So you can tell with the detail and stuff I was able to put on this small version. It can look pretty awesome. I definitely need to go back and revisit that, make it actual size. I think my problem with the Batmobile is I built it totally by itself on a map, and I didn't have anything. I wasn't thinking when I built it, and didn't have anything to scale it off of. Like, I didn't put down the Ecto 1 or the DeLorean. I totally just built it on its own and screwed it up. But anyways, another vehicle here. I got you a little 1950s kind of prop vehicle. Comes with I haven't actually separated it out. It just comes with the Onward Store gas station. And if you look back in some of the videos, I've got a time lapse on that. And yeah, if you have any 1950s type car needs, you could probably grab that car off of there, change the colors if you have to, and you know, you'll be good to go with that if you need you an older style American type automobile. So let's see what else I got for you here. You guys may not have checked out or may not even know it's on the workshop. Yes, my Flying Dutchman, the Vliegende Hollander. I basically have reskinned the galleon that we have in the game. So I've put the planks over it and have totally changed it up. So if you guys are doing any Pirates of the Caribbean type rides, don't forget to hit me up on my workshop and pick this ship up, because I think it could really help you tell the story once you get to that part of, you know, the Flying Dutchman part of that ride. So I haven't really seen a lot of people use it yet. It's got a lot of downloads on the workshop. I just haven't seen it in people's videos a lot yet. So if you do end up using it, like I mentioned before, send me a note and I'll come check it out. I love to see my stuff in your guys' videos. So anyways, guys, yeah, that should wrap this up. Sorry, this went a little longer than I intended, and this went way past what you came here for the Clampett automobile. But just wanted to kind of put this out there, these different vehicles in my little collection while I have you guys here. Go grab this stuff, use it in one of your projects, and yeah, that's it, guys. I will catch you next time, And yeah, thank you again. See ya.